From River Valley High School, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Heritage Conference Road to the KCAC, presented by First Commonwealth Bank. Tonight, boys semifinal action. The River Valley champions of River Valley Panthers, the first place team coming out of the West against the number 2 team from the East, the Conemaugh Township Indians. Todd Marino bringing you the call of the game. Our presenting sponsor, IRMC, better health, better life. The Panthers are on the floor. The Indians are to arrive soon as we get this one underway very, very shortly here. You are watching Heritage Conference semifinal basketball action on Renda Digital TV.
IRMC's Mountains Behavioral Health offers comprehensive mental health treatment with separate wings for adolescents, adults, and seniors. From anxiety to depression to schizophrenia and many other conditions, including dementia, Mountains Behavioral Health tailors its services to the medical, emotional, and social needs of its patients. Mountains Behavioral Health, exceptional personalized mental health treatment to help you feel better and thrive. Close to home on the IRMC main campus.
Dan in a van hasn't returned your call? Chuck in a truck can't get there for 2 months? Stop dealing with fly-by-nighters and call a company that's fully capable for all your plumbing and heating needs. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated is on call 24/7, 365 days a year. Visit us at joyceplumbing.com. That's joyceplumbing.com. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated, the best place in town to take a leak. PA 042115.
During the historic snowstorm, a customer called from a snowbank, and 2 hours later, they were driving a new Ford Ranger off of the lot at Luther Ford. It's what Indiana County's truck experts do best. Luther Ford just took in a huge shipment of the popular Ford Ranger and Maverick pickups alongside the ever-popular F-150. It's Truck Month. It's your choice. What will it be to navigate winter? Ford Rangers, Mavericks, and F-150, all available with the biggest selection you'll find at Luther Ford, Route 119 in Homer City, or shop 24/7 at lutherford.com.
Does winter feel like Groundhog's Day over and over again? Same cold mornings, same old cars, same routine. This February, break the cycle. Forget your shadow and get to 5-star Mitsubishi Altoona for up to $12,000 off and available 0% APR up to 72 months. Plus, you get the best warranty on the planet and the best buying and ownership experience you'll ever have. 5-star Mitsubishi Altoona.
It doesn't get better than this.
Robindale and its affiliated companies are proud to be a sponsor of all student athletes in the area. For nearly 2 decades, Robindale has been cleaning up refuse coal piles that dot and scar the western Pennsylvania landscape. To reclimate and beautify these areas, Robindale believes deeply in safety, compliance, and community responsibility. If you would like to become a part of the Robindale team, you can contact them at 814-446-6700, extension 122, or see how Robindale can assist your business at robindale.com.
Back at River Valley High School tonight, the Conemaugh Township Indians, the number 2 team out of the East against the number 1 team from the West, the River Valley Panthers. Conemaugh Township coming into this basketball game actually with a better win-loss record than River Valley, and with a big win over River Valley in the month of December. Big difference between this game and that one. They had Brennan Lohr on the floor for them. Veteran guard, really, really good basketball player. Brennan has suffered a knee injury since that time. He's in street clothes tonight with a big brace on the knee. So he is not in the lineup for River Valley or for Conemaugh Township tonight. And so they won't have the advantage of him being on the floor. But they're still a very talented group. They've won a lot of basketball games in the Heritage Conference, and they're trying to make it back to the KCAC. And Coach Chuck Lesko has had them there before. They're a really solid group. 17-3, 13-3 on the season in the Heritage Conference. All of their losses coming in the conference, and it's interesting to whom they lost. They lost to United, the undefeated United Lions, playing the other semifinal tonight. They lost to them 59-55 on December 22nd. Their next time out on a basketball floor was on January the 5th. The opponent again was United, and the Lions beat them that night 68-56. Now, Lohr was in the lineup for both of those games. They lost to Marion Center, the other team that is involved in these Heritage Conference semifinals are playing United tonight. The final there was 53-51. But we mentioned their game against River Valley. 67-36 was the final in that when they blew the Panthers out by 31 points, but they led by only 5 at the half. And so they had a really big 44-18 second half in that basketball game. And talking to Coach Rick Spallone, he said we need to not shoot the basketball from three-land as much as we tried to in that game. For River Valley, they come into the game at 16-5, 14-2 in the Heritage Conference. The losses to Conemaugh Township and to United, the 2 games that they played there. They've beaten everybody else. They're on a 4-game win streak. Their last loss was out of conference against Central Cambria. And we've seen the Panthers, of course, here on this floor this year, and we've seen them on the Homer Center floor. They're a ball team that can really get it rolling, particularly when they're in the comforts of their own gym. So they've got depth, they've got size, they've got Max Perchetti to lead the offense. They're a team that isn't expecting that they'll be on the other end of a 31-point loss tonight. They are very, very sure that they can win this game. So can they? We'll find out tonight as it all unfolds before us. From River Valley High School, it's the River Valley Panthers, the Conemaugh Township Indians, co-presented by the Indiana Regional Medical Center and by Joyce Plumbing and Heating, here on Renda Digital TV.
Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your local Erie agent is William G. Meckling Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 724-465-4261 or visit mecklinginsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
What sets one insurance agency apart from another? Building relationships. Hutton Blues Insurance prides themselves on building strong, personal relationships with their clients. Hutton Blues is an independent agency offering you choices to get you the best coverage at the best rate. When you buy insurance, whether it's for your home, car, business, life, or retirement, you want an advocate working in your best interests, and that's the Hutton Blues Insurance Indiana County and Trent Insurance Cambria County.
This Friday, don't miss it. This is Jody Rainey, president of the Heritage Conference, inviting you to the Heritage Conference Boys and Girls Basketball Championships presented by First Commonwealth Bank at the Kowalczyk Complex on the IUP campus in Indiana. Girls at 6 p.m., boys at 8 p.m. Tickets are now on sale. General admission for both games is only $5. Get them at the participating team schools or in advance or on game night at the First Commonwealth Bank box office at the KCAC. On behalf of the Heritage Conference, I thank you for your support.
It's a true treasure in Blairsville, a style of eating that's rare, and that's the diner experience. Dean's Diner on Route 22 captures the mood and atmosphere of the old-fashioned family-style eating of the off-road diner. Scrumptious home-style meals you remember growing up with, capped off with Dean's Diner's famous assortment of homemade pies. Why not stop in after the game? Open 24 hours, 7 days a week. Dean's Diner, Route 22, Blairsville, the classic diner eating experience.
Becoming a champion isn't defined by a single moment. It's a journey shaped by years of dedication on and off the court. Milk stands out as a nutrient-rich powerhouse loaded with protein, calcium, and essential vitamins, making it crucial for muscle recovery and building strength. Fuel your passion with milk, a natural sports drink. Drink milk, stay strong, and play hard. Cheers to the incredible benefits of milk and sports nutrition. A message from the Allied Milk producers.
We are back tonight at River Valley High School, getting set to bring you boys semifinal action, the first of 2 nights of basketball action here on Renda Digital TV. Tonight, the boys semifinals featuring the River Valley Panthers taking on the Conemaugh Township Indians. The other game, also on Renda Digital TV, is the Marion Center Stingers, the number 2 team out of the West, visiting the number 1 from the East, the undefeated United Lions. That as well on Renda Digital TV. Mark Burdig with the coverage of that one. Tomorrow night, 2 more games, the girls semifinals taking place on the road to the KCAC, presented by First Commonwealth Bank. We'll have the Marion Center Stingers, the number 2 team out of the West, visiting the number 1 United Lions, the top team out of the East, and the top team from the West in the Heritage Conference, the Pence Manor Comets, hosting the number 2 team from the East, Cambria Heights. That's tomorrow night's action here on Renda Digital TV. The officials tonight, looking across the gym, Chris Garatano will wear the R. He's the lead official for tonight. And the other officials, Johnny Nepsha is over there, the former Salzburg standout. And Jason Romagna is the other official tonight. So Garatano, Nepsha, and Garatano are wearing the stripes and blowing the whistles tonight for this one. It's really important games in terms of getting to the Heritage Conference Championship on Friday night. That's what these teams want to do. But one of the interesting aspects of the road to the KCAC is the semifinals and the finals do not count against your district rankings. And that's a choice that the conference made when they petitioned the district for the right to have these games, because they are technically games that are beyond the 22 games that are a part of the rankings slate. And so no points at stake in the District 6 rankings from this one. Conemaugh Township, of course, is the only team in the Heritage Conference which is a District 5 team. Colin Dinyard, the big man for Conemaugh Township, with 21 points in that first game that these two teams played. And the Panthers led by Max Perchetti in that one, but Max was the only player in double figures in that game. And as I said, the Panthers trailed by only 5 at the half, but then it all fell apart for them in the second half, and they certainly don't want to see that happen again. The Indians, well, they're playing without Brennan Laura, and they've been doing that enough lately that they are adjusted, and we'll see how Coach Chuck Lesko approaches this River Valley team here tonight. He'll have to stop, of course, Max Perchetti, who is the linchpin of this team. But he is not the only weapon that River Valley has. Bryson McDowell, the 6'4" senior, has really put it together, particularly in the second portion of the season. Nick Mortimer, the 6'2" senior, he's been really good too, and so is Jeremy Reed. Eric Dinger is a very good complementary player. And the thing about the River Valley Panthers is they can go 10 off the bench or 5 off the bench. So they've got a 10-man rotation, and they are very comfortable with any of those players in there. We mentioned Dinyar. He, of course, is a key for this basketball team. So is their 6'8" center, Eric McClemens. McClemens is a guy who is not thick, but he is 6 feet 8 inches tall. And fouls certainly will be a problem in this game. If somebody gets into foul trouble, and particularly they try to pound it down low to either of the big men, River Valley's McDowell or McClemens of Conemaugh Township, get the other big guy in trouble, that affects your whole rotation. And the Indians not as deep as they would have been had they had Brennan Lohr. So we're about to have our introduction of our starting lineups. The starting lineups tonight brought to you by the Indiana County Technology Center, ICTC, hands-on career training for scholastic and adult learners, ictc.edu. And our national anthem, and then we're playing ball. Just about ready to get her rolling here tonight. Our 5-star starting 5 in these ball games. 5-star Mitsubishi in Altoona. And they've got their big Groundhog Day event going on all the way through this month at 5 Star. So check them out. First off the bench for Chuck Lesko and his Conemaugh Township Indians, the 6-foot sophomore Grayson Studer, son of their football coach, and he's followed off the bench by Eric McClemens, the 6-foot 8-inch junior. Colin Dinyar, 6-foot 4-inch senior. Stephen Stango, a 5'11" senior, and rounding out the starting lineup, Carson Bratz, a 6'1" senior. So Dinyar, Stango, Studer, McClemens, and Bratz for Conemaugh Township. Next for the River Valley Panthers, coached of course by Rick Spallone. Number 1 team out of the West. The Panthers come in at 16-5, 14-2 in the Heritage Conference, and first off the bench is the junior guard, 6'1", Max Perschetti. The guard at 6'2", the senior Nick Mortimer. Jake Pinus, the start tonight, a 6-foot senior. Jeremy Reed, another senior at 6 feet 2 inches tall. And rounding out the starting lineup at 6 foot 4 inches tall, the senior Bryson McDowell. So it's Perschetti, McDowell, Mortimer, Reed, and Pinus for River Valley. 4 seniors and a junior. Getting the crowd all fired up. You're wondering, for Conemaugh Township, they'll send out 3 seniors, a junior, and a sophomore. And we are just about ready to go. The winner of this one, of course, plays for the Heritage Conference Championship on Friday at the KCAC. The road to the KCAC presented by First Commonwealth Bank. Time to be first. We had First Commonwealth Bank's Greg Cepas in the studio this morning on Indiana in the Morning, along with Jody Rainey, the president of the Heritage Conference. It'll be McClemens at 6'8", and McDowell at 6 feet 4 inches tall to get this one underway. Chris Garatano puts it in the air, and the game is underway. The tip controlled by the Panthers. And Nick Mortimer will take it right down the left side of the lane and bounce the basketball off his foot for the first turnover of the game on the very first possession of the game. And handling the basketball for the Indians, Studer to Colin Dinyar. He'll miss the shot. McClemens, the 6'8" junior, with the follow. And it's 2-0. Conemaugh Township, and they will press off the inbound. Mortimer in the backcourt with Jake Pinus. Pinus, he'll come long to the corner for Reed. Mortimer and now Pinus, they'll set it up. And Pinus will find Mortimer out near midcourt. Here's Perschetti, goes low. One motion for Bryson McDowell, and it's 2-2. That's the thing about this matchup of McClemens against McDowell. McDowell's very strong. McClemens very rangy, and he'll get the ball out on the wing right now and come up top. They will swing it around, and Stango will put the 3 up. It's good. Stephen Stango, the first 3 of the night. Conemaugh Township takes a 5-2 lead. Perchetti in the back court. This is who Rick Spallone wants handling the basketball. He'll come long to McDowell, and they'll set up in the half court. Here's Perchetti. Little stutter step down the right side of the lane. It's good. Back the other way comes Studer. To Bratz, then back to Studer, and out front we'll have trouble down low, and we mentioned the battle underneath, and who's going to pick this foul up? It'll be McDowell picking it up. And we will watch the battle with the big men. That was away from the basketball, both fighting for position underneath the hoop. McClemens wins that battle. McDowell called for the foul, his first, team's first. Township basketball. And Stango will bring it in. He will come long to Studer. Man defense from the Panthers. Cut through by Bratz. Dinyar now comes high post. McClemens steps out left wing. McClemens looks over. We'll find Bratz. Back to McClemens, and River Valley be very content with McClemens dribbling it out around the perimeter as he is. They'll pass it off, though, to Dinyar. And they'll reset right side. Bratz. He can shoot the three. They'll lose the basketball, and Mortimer will go down to get it. And they'll call a held ball. Possession arrow to River Valley. I thought it should be the other way, but no. River Valley did control the opening tip. That's our first held ball, and Chuck Lesko says that's wrong. River Valley controlled the opening tip, so the possession arrow should have been pointed to Conemaugh Township, and Lesko makes his point, and that is exactly what will happen. So Indians basketball at the 5:34 mark. Township leads it 5-4. Backcourt for Studer. He'll be picked up by Jeremy Reed when he gets to the half court. He'll toss it off first to Dinyar on the left wing. Dinyar goes low. Good give and go there. Stango, the bucket. Off the cut and the assist from Dinyar. And here comes Reed. Good feet down low. Mortimer shot partially blocked by McClemens. It'll go out of bounds off Conemaugh Township. McClemens goes, or actually Dinyar spilling to the floor. Great quickness there by McClemens to get up and bother that shot by Mortimer. The inbounds will be to Perchetti. 7-4. Conemaugh Township the lead. High post for McDowell. That's his players cycle through. Slapped away from him by Stango, but Panthers will get it back. Here's Perchetti. Perchetti lobbed to the corner for Mortimer. A little ball fake. Mortimer will come all the way to the corner. Reed for three. It won't go. And clearing the basketball is Stango for River Valley, or Conemaugh Township. Up the floor he comes. Dinyar, three. That won't go. Mortimer the rebound for River Valley. Here comes Perchetti. Slowing it down at the 4:34 mark. They will pull the basketball out. McDowell will come high post. Hand it back to Perchetti. A little head fake, and he got McClemens in the air, and then on the rebound, McDowell is there. Perchetti and McDowell with position. McClemens did get a hand on it, but Bryson McDowell off the glass and in, and it's 7-6. Conemaugh Township at the 4:06 mark of the first quarter. Dinyar up front. Once Colin Dinyar gets untracked, he can hit a lot very quickly. Long shot for three from the corner for Conemaugh Township. Doesn't go from Stango. The offensive rebound, but then they throw it away, trying to feed McClemens inside. The other way, Pinus, three, good. At the 3:43 mark, Jake Pinus gives River Valley its first lead. Nine to 7. McClemens steps out. The feed to Studer, the three for him, doesn't go. Dinyar is there for the putback. And we're all knotted up. Colin Dinyar had the position. Reed gets this long pass for River Valley. Up top, he finds Perchetti. He's got Pinus on the left wing high. Perchetti will find him. Pinus set for three. The release was good, and so is the shot. Jake Pinus hits his second consecutive three-pointer, and it's 12-9, River Valley. No stoppages of play for quite some time. We'll have one now as Pinus is called for his first foul, team's second. And at the 2:52 mark, and River Valley leading 12-9, a timeout on the floor. You're watching Heritage Conference semifinal basketball action on Renda Digital TV.
RMC's Mountains Behavioral Health offers comprehensive mental health treatment with separate wings for adolescents, adults, and seniors. From anxiety to depression to schizophrenia and many other conditions, including dementia, Mountains Behavioral Health tailors its services to the medical, emotional, and social needs of its patients. Mountains Behavioral Health, exceptional personalized mental health treatment to help you feel better and thrive. Close to home on the IRMC main campus.
Does winter feel like Groundhog's Day over and over again? Same cold mornings, same old cars, same routine. This February, break the cycle. Forget your shadow and get to 5-star Mitsubishi Altoona for up to $12,000 off and available 0% APR up to 72 months. Plus, you get the best warranty on the planet and the best buying and ownership experience you'll ever have. 5-star Mitsubishi Altoona.
Doesn't get better than this.
Back at River Valley, 12-9. Panthers lead it. Basketball in the hands of the Conemaugh Township Indians. Same five for each team. The inbounds. Long for Bratz. Right side, Studer. And he'll come to the corner for Dinyar. McClemens in the high post at the right elbow. He'll go low and shot. That's a two from Studer from the left side. Doesn't get it, but an offensive rebound for River Valley. And from the free throw line, McClemens knocks it in. The jumper for Eric McClemens, his second bucket. It's 12-11 River Valley. Again, the pressure, Perchetti in the backcourt. What they want to do there, they know they're not going to trap Max Perchetti. They want him to pass the basketball off. He does, but he gets it back. So that press they keep throwing up there, probably they'll go dropping out of it at some point and then come back to it later, try to spring it on him. Reed, corner three for River Valley. That's over everything. Rebound Studer, and then he's bothered by Pinus, but out of bounds off Jake. (12-11) River Valley. Substitutions for the Panthers on the floor for the first time. Desmond Riley and Eric Dinger. And they'll replace Nick Mortimer and Jeremy Reed. So Panthers go with a much smaller lineup. The inbounds to McClemens. And Indians in the back court. Here's Studer. Studer brings it forecourt. Cut off by Dinger. And Dinger's all over him. Now the drive from Studer, rejected by McDowell, into the hands of Dinger. Bryson McDowell on the pickup there. Here's Perchetti. Oh, what a great move by him, but he's stripped of the ball by Bratz. Good defensive play by Bratz. Now he'll drive left side, hit Studer. Studer will get the screen from McClemens, who rolls off it. Studer puts the jumper up, gets the roll. Grayson Studer's first bucket, and Township back on top. Long passes to McDowell. And back out front for Perchetti. Max looking things over with 1:06 left in the first quarter. Panthers basketball. Perchetti. Penetrate left, probing and not finding anything. Now he'll find Pinus. Pinus back to Perchetti. Max, lob it low for McDowell. He's below the basket and too far below, and Dinyar forced the play defensively. Back the other way comes River Valley. Bratz ahead of the pack, and a great move by Bratz as he knocks one down. And so all five starters for Conemaugh Township are on the scoreboard. It's 15-12. Max Perchetti up top for River Valley. He'll kick it right. Dinger. Jumping the play is Dinyar. And then he will be fouled, and this foul will be on Bryson McDowell. And that is his second. So trouble for River Valley. McDowell picks up his second with 9.6 seconds left in this first quarter. Dinger will defend the inbounds pass. Studer will get it. Riley to pick him up. And he gets the high screen from McClemens. He's going to take it all the way to the hole. And there was McDowell. And he'll launch it length of the floor. Had a chance at that one. 15-12. McDowell takes a defensive chance and pays off. But at the end of one, it's Conemaugh Township with a 15-12 lead. You're watching Heritage Conference semifinal basketball action on Renda Digital TV.
Your goals include college education funding, retirement planning, generating income, or reducing taxes. At Crimson Wealth Management Group, we've got you covered. We make it easy for you to make the right decisions by offering you access to a comprehensive array of investment products and wealth management strategies under one roof. One stop for all your financial needs. Crimson Wealth Management Group is committed to helping you pursue your goals, whatever they may be. Stop in and speak with me, Doug Steve, today. You'll be glad you did. Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
Life gives us enough to deal with, like doing your taxes, hosting in-laws.
Oh, you're still trying to do the beard thing, huh?
And of course, filing an insurance claim. But luckily, Auto Owners makes it easy. They pay what they owe, without any hassle. That's simple human sense.
Get your instant quote today at wallbackinsurance.com or call us at 724-479-9378. More choices, more savings, more reasons to choose Wallback.
Your home, car,
Conemaugh Township with a 15-12 lead at the end of one, and the other semifinal tonight, United with a 19-7 lead over Marion Center. It is River Valley basketball. Going to wait for some fans to clear the sideline before we bring it in. Nick Mortimer back out on the floor for the Panthers. Jeremy Reed as well. And here's Max Berchetti. River Valley led this basketball game 12-10. Now they're down to 15-12. Reed steps out, finds Pinus. Another three attempt by him. It won't go. It's his first miss from three, and Conemaugh Township with the rebound. Here comes McClemens. McDowell remains out there with those two fouls. So Rick Spallone rolling the dice here. Up top, Stango, so quick. Feed to Studer. Kick to the corner for Stango. The three is short. Berchetti chases down the rebound. And Max, a really smart move there. They had the chance to trap him in that corner, but just a simple ball fake to make them think it was a pass. The defenders fell away, and Max was able to keep the basketball. Tries the right side. McClemens is there to cut him off. That's a mismatch that Max is going to try to take advantage of, and McClemens stays there. Try to beat him off the dribble. And there he goes. And he's going to pull it up and jump it for two. Max Berchetti has a lot of options. And he makes it 15-14. Now on the other end, if McClemens gets the ball, he has the advantage. There's the drive for Dinyar. A little give and go with Studer. And Colin Dinyar's second bucket. 17-14 Township. Berchetti and Mortimer on the left side. Mortimer will set the screen for McDowell. He'll come up to high post and set another screen, this time for Berchetti. There's the three for Max. It's good. Max Berchetti ties it up with the three-pointer, the third of the night for River Valley. 6:06 left in the first half. Studer hands it back to Dinyar. Dinyar on the left side finds McClemens at the free throw line. A little pump fake. And the dribble, drive, penetration, what a move there. River Valley's going to come up with this basketball. Stango actually threw that ball over his head backwards toward the rim on that possession. River Valley with the possession the other way. Three from long downtown for Max Berchetti. Makes it 20-17 and a timeout called. 5:35 left first quarter. Panthers back on top. Heritage Conference semifinal basketball on Renda Digital TV.
Business and your life all need to be insured against loss. With so many companies, whom do you choose? Someone you know and trust, someone who will sit down with you to discuss your particular needs. That someone is Mark Cable of the Mark Cable Insurance Agency. Mark represents Erie Insurance, a company highly esteemed in the insurance industry. When was the last time you had a comprehensive insurance review? Call Mark Cable of the Mark Cable Insurance Agency, 2 locations, Salzburg and Blairsville.
River Valley, off the strength of 2 consecutive three-pointers from Max Perchetti, has taken a 20-17 lead. The challenge for every team facing River Valley is finding a way to stop Perchetti because everything revolves around him. Conemaugh Township had him bottled up at the beginning of this game, but he's gotten free for a couple of threes and a 2. There's Dinyar up top for Conemaugh Township. Come to the right side for Studer. He uses the screen well. And the 16-footer for Grayson Studer. Makes it a 1-point game. His second bucket of the night. Perchetti up the right side for River Valley. 20-19, Panthers lead it. Mortimer back outside, Perchetti, a little ball fake on Bratz, and then he'll find McDowell in the high post. McDowell back to Perchetti. He'll fake again. Step through, he'll find Mortimer. That's a 3 for Nick Mortimer, his first bucket of the night. And the Panthers now, 5 3-pointers in this first half. They lead at 23-19. And Mortimer and Bratz get a little handsy, and Mortimer will pick up the foul, his first, team's first of this second quarter.
Foul number 2, Nick Mortimer.
Bratz the inbounds to Studer. Conemaugh Township has not made any substitutions in this game. And again, Brennan Lohr out with the left knee injury. My understanding is done for this season. There's Studer for 3. You betcha. Grayson Studer, his second consecutive bucket for Conemaugh Township. It's 23-22 River Valley. Perchetti. Now, remember Rick Spallone said in that first game, they fell in love with the three-pointer, did River Valley, but the threes weren't falling for them. So far tonight they have been. Here's Jeremy Reed. Max Perchetti, ball on the floor. Jab step back from the elbow. The jumper good. Max Perchetti. 10 in the quarter, 12 in the game. It's 25-22. River Valley. Now Studer, little hesitation on McDowell. He'll get it up. And McDowell has picked up his third. Interesting, he used the hands to check him. And then stepped back, and that's where he got the foul. And they give that to Mortimer. So it must have been away from the ball. Mortimer's second. Studer hits the free throw. And Rick Spallone's going to make a substitution between free throws, and here comes the media timeout. All right, 25-23. River Valley leads it on Renda Digital TV.
RMC's Mountains Behavioral Health offers comprehensive mental health treatment with separate wings for adolescents, adults, and seniors. From anxiety to depression to schizophrenia and many other conditions, including dementia, Mountains Behavioral Health tailors its services to the medical, emotional, and social needs of its patients. Mountains Behavioral Health, exceptional personalized mental health treatment to help you feel better and thrive. Close to home on the IRMC main campus.
During the historic snowstorm, a customer called from a snowbank, and 2 hours later, they were driving a new Ford Ranger off of the lot at Luther Ford. It's what Indiana County's truck experts do best. Luther Ford just took in a huge shipment of the popular Ford Ranger and Maverick pickups alongside the ever-popular F-150. It's Truck Month. It's your choice. What will it be to navigate winter? Ford Rangers, Mavericks, and F-150, all available with the biggest selection you'll find at Luther Ford, Route 119 in Homer City, or shop 24/7 at lutherford.com.
25-23 River Valley, second free throw coming from Grayson Studer. Chuck Lesko not happy that the officials called that timeout. between free throws. The other semifinal, United now up on Marion Center 36-11. Grayson Studer has another free throw for Conemaugh Township. And the Indians about to make their first substitution of the night. Studer hits it. Now Bratz will come out for Conemaugh Township. Caden Dale will come on, a 6'1 sophomore. 1 point game at 25-24. River Valley the lead in the basketball. Here's Jeremy Reed. Max Perschetti. Studer will pick him up to the corner and then back out front. Perschetti all the way through to the baseline. Will come to the corner. Riley, and then back around the dribble drive by Reed. He'll miss the shot, and River Valley gets after it, and Pinus will put it off the glass and miss. They created the turnover with harassment, and that was a good job by Riley to get that, but then the Panthers rushed the shot. Now leading by a point, and Conemaugh Township chance to take the lead. They won't do that. The missed three from Studer, and Perschetti comes the other way for River Valley. And Max left side high, and he'll be picked up by Dinyar. This will be an interesting offense to defense matchup. He'll back him off by a step, launch the three but miss. And Stango the other way for Conemaugh Township. River Valley fans wanted to travel, didn't get it. 2:25 left first half. 25-24. River Valley the lead. Here's Stango. Pull up jumper. No. Rebound. Dinyar will be called over the back of Pinus. His first. And that is the first foul of the entire basketball game on Conemaugh Township. Comes at the 2:14 mark of the second quarter. Perschetti, again, walking it up the floor for River Valley. Cross it over to Desmond Riley, back to Perschetti. High post for McDowell. Perschetti cycles through, so does Riley. McDowell keeps it. Now Perschetti, top of the arc. A little pump fake, drive it low. That was a great force. McClemens came over, got a hand on that ball, but Perschetti maintained control long enough to get it off the glass and in. Tremendous play by Max Perschetti. Good defensive play by McClemens to drop off and pick him up. 27-24, River Valley with 1:35 left in the half. Stango will dribble left. Studer will get the basketball. Reed switches off on him. Studer shot short. Dinyar put back doesn't go. Battling, and Riley comes away with it for River Valley. Here comes Perschetti. A missed opportunity there for River Valley. Perschetti goes all the way to the baseline, lost the basketball. Wants a foul, doesn't get it. Back the other way comes Conemaugh Township's Dinyar. Off the glass, no. Battling for the rebound. Dinyar comes cycling through. And Jeremy Reed went down, hit his head on the floor. I think the worst part of that for Jeremy is that he believes he was fouled. And the foul instead is going to be called on him, I think. Jason Romagna will make the call. They give it to Pinus. No, actually that's a Conemaugh Township foul. And that's Caden Dial. So 1:02 to go. Panther basketball with a 3-point lead. They can play for the last shot if they want. That's not really their nature, but they certainly have the skill to do so. McDowell will set the high screen for Perschetti. Takes a glance over to Rick Spallone. And Rick, we remember as a high school player, he was a guy that teamed with Brian Pizer at Salzburg. They did this a lot, the two of them. 38 seconds left. They burnt 22 seconds off of the clock. Perschetti gets the screen from McDowell again. He'll come to the corner. Roddy back out front. Perschetti. Low block. He's got McDowell for two. Backing Stango down. Now the other way. Studer. Oh, good feed down low for Dinyar for the lay-in for Colin Dinyar. Nice job by Grayson Studer. River Valley the other way. The drive here. Perchetti went up against McClemens. Sort of folded up as he came down. That looked kind of scary. And it will come back for River Valley. 2 seconds left. McDowell, the long three. Off the front of the iron, does not go. We have played a quarter or a half of basketball. It is 29-26. River Valley with the lead over Conemaugh Township. Our co-presenting sponsors tonight, Joyce Plumbing and Heating and IRMC. You're watching Heritage Conference semifinal basketball on Renda Digital TV.
Return your call? Chuck and a truck can't get there for 2 months? Stop dealing with fly-by-nighters and call a company that's fully capable for all your plumbing and heating needs. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated is on call 24/7, 365 days a year. Visit us at joyceplumbing.com. That's joyceplumbing.com. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated, the best place in town to take a leak. PA 042115.
The engineering firm of Young & Associates is proud to sponsor high school athletics. With offices in Indiana, Katanning, and Johnstown, Young & Associates is a full-service engineering, surveying, and design firm for private, public, and municipal entities, covering Western Pennsylvania, delivering solutions in a timely and cost-competitive manner. To see how they can be of service to you, go online to wjyaengineers.com.
Becoming a champion isn't defined by a single moment. It's a journey shaped by years of dedication on and off the court. Milk stands out as a nutrient-rich powerhouse loaded with protein, calcium, and essential vitamins, making it crucial for muscle recovery and building strength. Fuel your passion with milk, a natural sports drink. Drink milk, stay strong, and play hard. Cheers to the incredible benefits of milk and sports nutrition. A message from the Allied Milk producers.
RMC's Mountains Behavioral Health offers comprehensive mental health treatment with separate wings for adolescents, adults, and seniors. From anxiety to depression to schizophrenia and many other conditions, including dementia, Mountains Behavioral Health tailors its services to the medical, emotional, and social needs of its patients. Mountains Behavioral Health, exceptional personalized mental health treatment to help you feel better and thrive. Close to home on the IRMC main campus.
Dan in a van hasn't returned your call? Chuck and a truck can't get there for 2 months? Stop dealing with fly-by-nighters and call a company that's fully capable for all your plumbing and heating needs. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated is on call 24/7, 365 days a year. Visit us at joyceplumbing.com. That's joyceplumbing.com. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated, the best place in town to take a leak. PA 042115.
Does winner
back at River Valley High School at the half, the Panthers lead Conemaugh Township 29-26. The first time these two teams played, Conemaugh Township had a 23-18 lead, but then they absolutely blew it away in the second half of that game. So the Panthers certainly hoping that they maintain their momentum. Our co-presenting sponsors tonight, the Indiana Regional Medical Center and Joyce Plumbing and Heating. Let's take a look at the first half scoring in this basketball game. For the Panthers, leading scorer on the night so far with 14 points is Max Perchetti. Bryson McDowell with 6. Nick Mortimer, 3 on a 3-point field goal. Jake Pinus, 6 on 2 3-point field goals. That's River Valley's total of 29. Now for the Conemaugh Township Indians, their leading scorer in the game so far with 9 points is Grayson Studer. Colin Dinyar has 6. Steven Stango with 5. 4 on the night for Eric McClemens, 2 for Carson Bratz. Now 3-pointers in the game for Conemaugh Township. They have 2, Stango and Studer. For River Valley, they were living a little bit off the threes in that first half, as Perchetti had 2, Mortimer had 1, and Pinus had 2, so that's 5 3-pointers for River Valley in that first half. 29-26 Panthers at the half. You are watching Heritage Conference semifinal basketball presented by Joyce Plumbing and Heating and by IRMC on Renda Digital TV.
Feel like Groundhog's Day over and over again? Same cold mornings, same old cars, same routine. This February, break the cycle. Forget your shadow and get to 5-star Mitsubishi Altoona for up to $12,000 off and available 0% APR up to 72 months. Plus, you get the best warranty on the planet and the best buying and ownership experience you'll ever have. 5-star Mitsubishi Altoona.
Doesn't get better than this.
This Friday, don't miss it. This is Jody Rainey, president of the Heritage Conference, inviting you to the Heritage Conference Boys and Girls Basketball Championships presented by First Commonwealth Bank at the Kowalczyk Complex on the IUP campus in Indiana. Girls at 6 p.m., boys at 8 p.m. Tickets are now on sale. General admission for both games is only $5. Get them at the participating team schools or in advance or on game night at the First Commonwealth Bank box office at the KCAC. On behalf of the Heritage Conference, I thank you for your support.
For short-term medical care, call the communities at Indian Haven. Their goal is to get you back home. For long-term care need, their team of skilled medical professionals is your team. 724-465-3900. Communities at Indian Haven, your bridge to home.
Since 1936, Walker Motor Company in downtown Kittanning has served Western Pennsylvania with its no-pressure, no-hassle environment. Whether you're looking for new GMC, used vehicles, service, or collision repair, come on over to Walker and see why they have been number 1 for 6 years running.
Becoming a champion isn't defined by a single moment. It's a journey shaped by years of dedication on and off the court. Milk stands out as a nutrient-rich powerhouse loaded with protein, calcium, and essential vitamins, making it crucial for muscle recovery and building strength. Fuel your passion with milk, a natural sports drink. Drink milk, stay strong, and play hard. Cheers to the incredible benefits of milk and sports nutrition. A message from the Allied Milk Producers.
The Indiana County Technology Center is now accepting enrollment in our adult education programs. The ICTC's adult education programs offer in-demand post-secondary programs tailored to empower student success. From cosmetology to welding and practical nursing, the ICTC has a program for everyone. Indiana County Technology Center, empowering tomorrow's workforce.
Right in the middle of all the action. That's where Salzburg Shop and Save likes to be. As a small-town community grocer, Salzburg Shop and Save gets to know their customers by name and appreciates their business. Salzburg Shop and Save still offers weekly specials, coupons, gas perks, and prompt customer service. Best wishes to the River Valley Panthers from your hometown grocer, Salzburg Shop and Save.
Back at River Valley High School at the half. The River Valley Panthers leading Conemaugh Township in this Heritage Conference semifinal game, 29-26 at the half. In the other semifinal, it is United with a 47-20 lead over Marion Center. So the Lions are looking pretty solid for a trip back to the KCAC, where they would like to play for the conference championship against either River Valley or Conemaugh Township. The Lions have beaten both of those teams in the single time that they played them both. Now, in the first meeting between these two teams, River Valley and Conemaugh Township, as I said, it was 23-18 Conemaugh Township at the half. They came out and scored 23 points in the third quarter of that game. So 23 in the first half, 23 in the third quarter of the first meeting between these two teams. And they were off and running then. Outscored River Valley 44-18 for the entire second half of that game, and they won it by 31. So they got big time, and they came out, and Coach Chuck Lesko, he's been at this long enough that he can change up strategies at halftime and come out with an entirely different looking team than he had in the first half of a basketball game. River Valley has a little bit of that element as well because of the depth that the Panthers have, and Rick Spallone has been around a long time too. He's played championship level basketball, and he has coached championship level basketball, and he's won himself a championship at the KCAC over Conemaugh Township. So Mr. Spallone isn't about to back down either. And so it'll be a fascinating watch here in the second half of this game. Panthers will take a 3-point lead. This, of course, the first of 2 semifinal nights. We do the girls tomorrow night. I'll be at Penns Manor for the number 1 team from the west, the Penns Manor Comets, taking on the number 2 team from the east, Cambria Heights. And at United tomorrow, the number 1 team from the east, the United Lions, welcoming the number 2 team from the west, the Marion Center Stingers. That'll be a 6:45 airtime as well on Renda Digital TV. The road to the KCAC presented by First Commonwealth Bank. 2 coaches have their teams over to the sidelines. Panthers will work the basket to our right in this third quarter, second half, I should say. And Conemaugh Township to our left. Of course, they'll go in front of their own benches for the final 16. Foul situation, 2 apiece on Bryson McDowell and Nick Mortimer for River Valley. Only 2 fouls called on Conemaugh Township in the entire first half. And so nobody in any foul trouble there, as Caden Dale and Colin Dinyar both have 1. Stephen Stango will bring the basketball in. He does so to Grayson Studer. We're underway for the third 8 of this game, and Studer will work right side high. He is picked up by Reed. Pinus on Dinyar now. Dinyar will take it into the lane, and the turnaround from Colin Dinyar is off, and Nick Mortimer will get the rebound for River Valley. Now he'll hand it off to Perschetti, and Perschetti will give it right back, or get it right back, I should say. And Max directs the offense here. Mortimer, as Perschetti goes to the wing. He'll get it there. Back up front for Mortimer. Back to Perschetti. Max cut off. It's a 1-2-2 from Conemaugh Township, so they switch up the defense, and from the free throw line, Perschetti will miss the jumper. Township with the rebound, and here comes Studer. Grayson Studer to Colin Dinyar. They will look for Colin Dinyar. He's their offensive leader, and he works high midcourt. To the left side, McClemens. McDowell wasn't buying that 3-point attempt, and so he pulled it back. Stango to Studer up front. Reed colliding with Bratz. And now Reed defends again. There's the drive from Dinyar. Great move there. Colin Dinyar, so fluid, floats to the rim and lays it in. And it's a 1-point game once more. 29-28, Dinyar with 8. Panthers, Nick Mortimer. Boy, every possession is valuable to these 2 teams. And Pinus says, I want a 3. He's got the 3. That was about 6 feet beyond the arc. Jake Pinus hits his 3rd 3 of the night. He's got 9 points. And it's 32-28, River Valley. Stango, defended by Perschetti, comes to the right side. And they're saying that Bratz was on the end line as he ran through and never established himself back in the court when that pass came. So the turnover, and it's only the 3rd of the night on Conemaugh Township. Both teams protecting the ball. There have been only 3 on River Valley. Pinus now posting low on Studer, and he'll get the ball on the left block, turn it around in the lane. He's short, but he gets after the offensive rebound, comes outside to Perschetti. Perschetti penetrates, and this will be a foul on Conemaugh Township. Stango, his first, team's first. 5:45 to go. Inbounds is to Pinus. Gets the screen from Reed. Works to the right side baseline. That was over the shoulder. McDowell, the offensive rebound. His putback doesn't go. Dinyar will pull it away and lead the break for Conemaugh Township. Pull up on the right side and come out front to Studer. Studer tries the left side. Reed will be called for the foul. Four-point lead, River Valley. Stango brings it inbounds to Bratz. Swing across Studer. Set up for the three. It's good. Grayson Studer had the double screen high and an impenetrable wall. He now has 12, and it's a 1-point game again. Perchetti to the right for Mortimer. Nick across the top for Reed, and here's Perchetti. Max comes to McDowell stepping out. Stango on him. Here's Pinus and McClemens on the wing. Perchetti back out around and resets on the right side. Pinus sets the screen. He'll skip it over the top to Reed. Jeremy, the drive on McClemens. He'll get the foul on McClemens and go shoot two. Interesting, taking it right at Eric McClemens. It is only, that's actually Studer they give the foul to, his first. And so McClemens does not pick it up. Jeremy Reed, scoreless on the night, steps to the line to shoot two. Jim goes dead cone silent. He hits the first one. That can be as unnerving as anything when your own fans give you the silent treatment. Here comes the second. Again, the Jim goes quiet. The shot by Reed is good. 34-31, River Valley, 4:38 mark of the third quarter. Stango in the left corner, comes outside for Studer, bumps with Reed again. Takes it all the way to the iron. Good, strong move there for Grayson Studer. He's got 14. Tying Perchetti for the game lead. There's Pinus. Swings it back to Perchetti. Max with Stango on the defense. Directs some traffic. McDowell comes up now to the corner for Reed. Back out front, Perchetti. Mortimer to the left for Max. And he's got his man on the block, McDowell. Little pump fake, and then he'll put it up. And Dinyar, strong defense by Colin Dinyar. He'll pull away the rebound. And Conemaugh Township, it's a chance to take the lead on this possession. Studer out front for Stango. Stango, left side Studer. To the left elbow, pulls up the dribble, then brings it back out front for Steven Stango. Perchetti on the D. Dinyar in the corner. Great move, baseline. Reed had all ball there, but he's called for the foul. Must have gotten him with the lower body. And on Jeremy Reed, his second, it is a shooting foul for Colin Dinyar. First trip to the line for Colin. Timeout on the floor, 3:23 to go, third quarter. 34-33 River Valley. You're watching Heritage Conference semifinal basketball on Renda Digital TV.
RMC's Mountains Behavioral Health offers comprehensive mental health treatment with separate wings for adolescents, adults, and seniors. From anxiety to depression to schizophrenia and many other conditions, including dementia, Mountains Behavioral Health tailors its services to the medical, emotional, and social needs of its patients. Mountains Behavioral Health, exceptional personalized mental health treatment to help you feel better and thrive. Close to home on the IRMC main campus.
During the historic snowstorm, a customer called from a snowbank, and 2 hours later, they were driving a new Ford Ranger off of the lot at Luther Ford. It's what Indiana County's truck experts do best. Luther Ford just took in a huge shipment of the popular Ford Ranger and Maverick pickups alongside the ever-popular F-150. It's Truck Month. It's your choice. What will it be to navigate winter? Ford Rangers, Mavericks, and F-150, all available with the biggest selection you'll find at Luther Ford, Route 119 in Homer City, or shop 24/7 at lutherford.com.
If you have the feeling this one's going down to the wire, you're probably right. 34-33 River Valley, 3:23 left in the third. Conemaugh Township's Colin Dinyar on the free throw line shooting two. And the 6'4 senior's first one is in the air and short. Another one coming. McDowell and McClemens jockeying low right now. There's the second shot by Dinyar. That's good. All tied up, and here's the press. We said that they would take it off and then bring it back on. They've done that. Here's McDowell. who gets the long pass, and then he'll initiate this set. Left side for Perchetti, waves his teammates around, gets the screen from McDowell. Now he's got the switch that he wanted. He's on McClemens. Up, but he lost the ball. McClemens with the quick hands. The turnover by River Valley. Back the other way to the corner. Studer thought about a three. Now a jump stop slapped away from him, but McClemens is there. Picks it back up. The reset button for Conemaugh Township. Tied at 34, Indians basketball. 2:46 left in the third. And Bratz comes right side for Studer. Mortimer on him. Stango steps up. Now to the left side, Bratz. Perchetti on the defense there. Bratz is going to take it into the lane, miss. Perchetti the clear. Max leads the break. He's got Mortimer on the left side. The lay-in swatted away by McClemens, and back the other direction come the Indians. Now the corner, Dinyar will find McClemens in the lane. McDowell will pick up his third foul. Substitution, Desmond Riley replacing Jeremy Reed. McDowell will stay out there with 3 fouls. Stango to bring it in. Does so to Studer. Studer looking for Dinyar. It wasn't there. He'll find Stango instead. Missed the shot. McDowell high for the rebound. Everybody on the floor, and Johnny Nepcha will signal a held ball, the arrow, to River Valley. 2:05 left in the third quarter. Tied at 34, Panthers basketball. Here comes Max Perchetti. He's not scored here in the second half. He had 14 in the first. And Riley will step out left side, get the pass. Here's Pinus. Perchetti goes low. Now he'll pop out front, get the basketball back. Right side, Riley. And that's a blocking foul called on Studer. Riley clearly had the arm out, but Studer had committed the foul first. Second on Grayson Studer. And Rick Spallone wants timeout. Tied at 34, 1:39 left. Timeout on the floor. You're watching Heritage Conference semifinal basketball on Renda Digital TV.
Feel like Groundhog's Day over and over again? Same cold mornings, same old cars, same routine. This February, break the cycle. Forget your shadow and get to 5-star Mitsubishi Altoona for up to $12,000 off and available 0% APR up to 72 months. Plus, you get the best warranty on the planet and the best buying and ownership experience you'll ever have. 5-star Mitsubishi Altoona.
Doesn't get better than this.
Dan in a van hasn't returned your call? Chuck in a truck can't get there for 2 months? Stop dealing with fly-by-nighters and call a company that's fully capable for all your plumbing and heating needs. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated is on call 24/7, 365 days a year. Visit us at joyceplumbing.com. That's joyceplumbing.com. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated, the best place in town to take a leak. PA 042115.
Tied at 34, 1:39 left in the third quarter. River Valley Panthers will bring it in to the right of their basket. Nick Mortimer will find Max Perchetti with the long inbounds pass. Perchetti dribbled near midcourt. He's got the high screen from McDowell. Launched the three. Back of the iron won't go. Dinyar clears it. And we've got a held ball. McDowell got it away from him, but on the possession arrow, it will point to Conemaugh Township. And a couple of words for Bryson McDowell after the whistle blew. He took that basketball and put it in. Panthers will put some token pressure on Studer in the backcourt. Stango will walk it up, be met by Perchetti across the timeline at the 1:20 mark. Dinyar left side on the wing. Up top for McClemens, to the right side for Stango. Steve Stango, McClemens at the top of the arc. Dribble to the foul line. Finds Studer, and they reset. Panthers remain in their man defense. Riley defends. Dinyard tried to take it low below the basket. Tried to circle it underneath, and they're going to say it's out of bounds off River Valley. As they say that Desmond Riley tangled up there with McClemens, and McClemens knocked it off of the hand of Riley. Now the inbounds here to Bratz across the lane. He'll miss it. McClemens goes high for this rebound. Falls to the floor. Ball rolls out of bounds and will go over to River Valley. Riley to bring it in. And here comes Perchetti. So neither team happy on that end of the floor. Let's see if there's a little more peppiness for one of them on this side. Mortimer with 39 seconds left in the third quarter. He's got the screen from McDowell, doesn't want it. Finds Perchetti instead on the right side. Max goes low for Nick Mortimer. McDowell in the lane. Shot is short. McDowell with those 3 fouls got up there and hacked at it. This is a held ball. Possession arrow will point to River Valley with 24.6 seconds to go. Tell you, Bryson McDowell got lucky there to not pick up his 4th foul. With 24 seconds left. If River Valley was on defense, I bet you Rick Spallone would take him out here, but they have an offensive opportunity, so they'll keep it in. Here's Riley. Swing it across the top, and here's Pinus. He's got 3 threes tonight, cross court, with 16 seconds to go. Riley to Perchetti. Max scoreless in this quarter. Pinus, jump stop, shot blocked by McClemens. Right back into Pinus' hands. 6 seconds to go. Riley, his fadeaway, off the glass, no. Mortimer, rebound, put back, foul with 0.7 seconds to go. Mortimer will shoot 2. Boy, McClemens is changing the game inside. Carson Bratz commits his 2nd foul. Nick Mortimer on the line. He has 3 points on a 3-point field goal. He shoots 2 here and hits his first one. Puts River Valley back on the lead. So the Panthers led by 3 at the half. And Mortimer hits both free throws. Their lead is 2 now. The inbounds, and we're done. That's the end of 3. River Valley leading Conemaugh Township 36-34. You're watching Heritage Conference semifinal basketball, co-presented by Joyce Plumbing and Heating and IRMC on Renda Digital TV.
This Friday, don't miss it. This is Jody Rainey, president of the Heritage Conference, inviting you to the Heritage Conference Boys and Girls Basketball Championships presented by First Commonwealth Bank at the Kowalczyk Complex on the IUP campus in Indiana. Girls at 6 p.m., boys at 8 p.m. Tickets are now on sale. General admission for both games is only $5. Get them at the participating team schools or in advance or on game night at the First Commonwealth Bank box office at the KCAC. On behalf of the Heritage Conference, I thank you for your support.
IRMC's Mountains Behavioral Health offers comprehensive mental health treatment with separate wings for adolescents, adults, and seniors. From anxiety to depression to schizophrenia and many other conditions, including dementia, Mountains Behavioral Health tailors its services to the medical, emotional, and social needs of its patients. Mountains Behavioral Health, exceptional personalized mental health treatment to help you feel better and thrive. Close to home on the IRMC main campus.
Ready to go for the final 8, 36-34. River Valley leading Conemaugh Township in this Heritage Conference semifinal. The other game is in the 4th quarter and under the mercy rule, where United leads Marion Center 63-34. Township basketball trailing by 2. Grayson Studer comes to the corner for Steven Stango. In the mid-post finds Dinyar. He dribbles to the right. His jumper is no good, but Jake Pinus is ruled on the arm. Commits his 2nd foul. Dinyar steps to the line. He is 1 out of 2 tonight. And he has 9 points. So the senior is going to be short. He missed that free throw exactly like he did the first one on his first trip. Not enough air under the ball. Here comes his second. And that makes it a 1-point game. 36-35 River Valley. Perchetti in the backcourt. They work the trap. Long pass is to Jeremy Reed. They get out of it. Then another long one. Cross-court diagonal to Bryson McDowell. McDowell dribbles into the lane. Pump fake on McClemens. And then McDowell. The fadeaway for Bryson. His first points since the first half. He has 8 in the game. And it's 38-35 Panthers. Now Dinyar, they go double high. Dinyar will hand it off. McClemens down the lane, no. Dinyar mistimed his leap to get after that rebound and putback, and McDowell comes the other way instead for River Valley. The cross court for Perchetti. Pump fake for him. Max the drive. Again, he stumbled going to the basket. Missed, but there's McDowell. Rebound, putback, and foul. The bucket is good. A chance for a three-point play. Third foul on Bratz for Conemaugh Township. And McDowell with the chance to put River Valley up by their largest margin of the night. In the air, and good. He has the first 5 points of this fourth quarter. And River Valley now with a 6-point lead. Bratz will miss the three on the other end, and Pinus will clear the rebound and slow everything down. 6:53 to go and a 6-point lead for River Valley. Perchetti will wave Mortimer's screen away. Studer will defend, and they'll take the air out of this basketball. Look for a backdoor cut. Perchetti will ball handle and come out front. Get a little screen from Pinus, who steps away. Now Dinyar steps out on Perchetti. Nobody cutting. They don't need it right now. They're just going to be content to use up some time. But now Pinus will dribble toward the elbow. His jumper won't go, and the Panthers will knock it out of bounds. So probably not the shot that Rick Spallone wanted there. Panther ball, Conemaugh Township ball. Bratz will bring it up the floor. Reed defends on him. Stango steps up, top of the arc. Kick it right, Bratz. He missed everything for the second straight trip. Pinus another rebound. Mortimer runs the floor for River Valley, hands it back to Perchetti. Max on the baseline. He'll be held up by Stango. And for Stephen, that is foul number 2. Mortimer brings it in just inside the 6-minute mark. River Valley by 6 points. Mortimer finds Pinus. 10-footer won't go. Rebound the other way. Bratz for Conemaugh Township. We'll find Stango in the corner. His three is good. Steven Stango hits the three with a defender on him. Makes it a 3-point game, and Conemaugh Township calls timeout. You're watching Heritage Conference basketball on Renda Digital TV.
Snowstorm, a customer called from a snowbank, and 2 hours later, they were driving a new Ford Ranger off of the lot at Luther Ford. It's what Indiana County's truck experts do best. Luther Ford just took in a huge shipment of the popular Ford Ranger and Maverick pickups alongside the ever-popular F-150. It's Truck Month. It's your choice. What will it be to navigate winter? Ford Rangers, Mavericks, and F-150, all available with the biggest selection you'll find at Luther Ford, Route 119 in Homer City, or shop 24/7 at lutherford.com.
Dan in a van hasn't returned your call? Chuck in a truck can't get there for 2 months? Stop dealing with fly-by-nighters and call a company that's fully capable for all your plumbing and heating needs. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated is on call 24/7, 365 days a year. Visit us at joyceplumbing.com. That's joyceplumbing.com. Joyce Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Incorporated, the best place in town to take a leak. PA 042115.
41-38, River Valley the lead. And Panthers basketball, Conemaugh Township has pressured the ball from time to time tonight in the full court. Not on this trip, although they could still pick Perchetti up at the midcourt line. They're not going to do that. They'll stick back in a 1-2-2, which has been pretty effective for them here in this second half. Perchetti with the basketball. Max still scoreless in the second half after scoring 14 in the first. He's had a couple of drives where it almost looked like his ankle folded up on him on the drive. He has plenty of hop in his step here. He's going to shoot a three. It does not go. And Mortimer chases after that offensive rebound. Here's Pinus. Backs to Perchetti. And a reset for the Panthers. Perchetti, crossover. Kick it. Three. Good. Jake Pinus hits his fourth of the night. And makes it 44-38. Stango hit a three last trip down. River Valley answers with Pinus now up front for McClemens. McClemens comes left side. Studer racing to the elbow, then back outside. Here's Stango, open wing three. No good. Perchetti after the rebound, he gets it. Now up the floor he comes on Bratz. Crossover down the lane. Layup doesn't go. Mortimer there for the putback. So it's gone ice cold for Max Perchetti in the second half, but Nick Mortimer's there for the follow, and it's an 8-point lead for River Valley at the 4:23 mark. Now Stango. They need to find Dinyar. Here they do. Dinyar, jumper three. Short, rebound. Bratz is there. Another chance for Conemaugh Township. Studer up front for three. You betcha. Grayson Studer. His third three of the night. 17 points for Studer. And Perchetti again, 46-41 River Valley. Here's Pinus. Right side for Perchetti. Drive baseline. Kick it all the way through. McDowell. Little hesitation step. 8-footer no. Rebound out of bounds to Conemaugh Township. Panthers don't agree. Timeout on the floor. 46-41. River Valley the lead. You're watching Heritage Conference semifinal basketball on Renda Digital TV.
Goals include college education funding, retirement planning, generating income, or reducing taxes. At Crimson Wealth Management Group, we've got you covered. We make it easy for you to make the right decisions by offering you access to a comprehensive array of investment products and wealth management strategies under one roof. One stop for all your financial needs. Crimson Wealth Management Group is committed to helping you pursue your goals, whatever they may be. Stop in and speak with me, Doug Steve, today. You'll be glad you did. Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
Life gives us enough to deal with, like doing your taxes, hosting in-laws.
Oh, you're still trying to do the beard thing, huh?
And of course, filing an insurance claim. But luckily, auto owners makes it easy. They pay what they owe without any hassle. That's simple human sense.
Get your instant quote today at wallbackinsurance.com or call us at 724-479-9378. More choices, more savings, more reasons to choose Wallback.
Back at River Valley, where the Panthers lead Conemaugh Township 46-41. The other semifinal is complete. United with a 75-44 win over Marion Center, so the Lions will play for the Heritage Conference Championship, against whom we're still determining that one. 3:31 left in the fourth. Conemaugh Township basketball. Here's Steven Stango. Nick Mortimer will defend as Stango crosses the timeline. Dinyar is down low on this set. This is that front. That's an offensive foul on the screen. If it's Studer, that's 4. It's not Studer. It is McClemens. His second, only the 4th turnover of the game on Conemaugh Township, second of this second half. River Valley has been just as good. 4 turnovers for the Panthers. Here's Max Perchetti. His club leads by 5. The lead has been as much as 8 here in this second half. Perchetti will work to the right and keep the ball on the string. Drive to the right side, come all the way through to McDowell. McDowell will hand it back to Perchetti, who cycles all the way around. 2:51 to go. They'll try to jump him with Bratz. They'll go around the back, split the two on the step through, and then the reach foul will be on Carson Bratz. And that is the fourth team foul on Conemaugh Township. One more, and River Valley will be shooting the rest of the way. 2:47 to go. 5-point lead. Perchetti working against Stango. Pinus will come up and set the screen. And he'll vacate before the screen ever is needed. Perchetti didn't want it. Out near midcourt. Max, crossover, penetrate to the corner for McDowell. You don't want to be there. As McClements swats at the ball a couple of times, McDowell brings it out front. His handoff is to Mortimer. Mortimer across the top for Pinus. 2:17 left in the fourth. Here's Perchetti. Mortimer goes low, gets the pass, comes all the way back out front, hands it off to Reed. Jeremy penetrates to Pinus. 2:06 to go. Perchetti in the backcourt. Max will pull it out. And they've had over a minute of time on this possession. Here's Reed. 1:55 left in the fourth. They put the weave in place. And Rick Spallone says, give me timeout. 1:52 left, fourth quarter. 46-41, River Valley the lead. It's a 30-second timeout on Renda Digital TV.
The engineering firm of Young & Associates is proud to sponsor high school athletics. With offices in Indiana, Katanning, and Johnstown, Young & Associates is a full-service engineering, surveying, and design firm for private, public, and municipal entities, covering Western Pennsylvania, delivering solutions in a timely and cost-competitive manner. To see how they can be of service to you, go online to wjyaengineers.com.
Perchetti works to the right side. McClements defends him in the open court. Reed back to Perchetti. Perchetti puts the basketball on the floor. Now a strategy change for Conemaugh Township. They put Eric McClemens on Max Perchetti in the open court. McClemens will reach and pick up his third foul. And this will put Max Perchetti on the line shooting two. 14 points in the first half for Max Perchetti, scoreless in the second. Shooting two with 134. And Max, a good free throw shooter, hits his first. That's his first trip to the line tonight. Panthers, as a matter of fact, 6 out of 6. And no, I don't believe in the curse. Second one is good. 48-41 River Valley. A minute and a half left in this Heritage Conference semifinal. Nick Mortimer defends on Stango. Gets the screen from McClemens, takes it to the hole. McDowell blocks the shot. It's tipped out of bounds where Stango is standing, and it goes right into him. Now coming the other way, a whistle. And we've got a foul, I believe, on Bryson McDowell coming up the floor. He bowled into one of the Conemaugh Township Indians in the celebration. 1:19 on the clock. And that is either a technical or a flagrant. Because Dinyar steps to the line to shoot two. And he's been to the line twice tonight. He has missed the first one both times, and he misses this one. And all three times, the shot has been short and bounced off the front of the iron. The second one, he gets home the same way, rattling it in. The foul on McDowell is his fourth. And it will put the basketball back in the hands of the Indians. So River Valley on the verge of putting this one away. Their lead now cut to 6. It would have been Panthers basketball with the delay game. Now Stango the other way. McDowell steps out and blocks that shot. Into the hands of Studer. This shot misses. Stango, another offensive rebound. They'll take it into the lane again. McClemens, an 8-footer. That won't go. Pinus with the rebound for River Valley. So 3 shots at it. It wouldn't work for Conemaugh Township. Stango will reach out and foul Perchetti. And with 57.3 seconds to go, River Valley 6 points away and shooting 2. Great effort from Conemaugh Township tonight without Brennan Lohr. And Chuck Lesko says, give me timeout. 57.3 seconds left, fourth quarter. We take a timeout as well on Renda Digital TV.
RMC's Mountains Behavioral Health offers comprehensive mental health treatment with separate wings for adolescents, adults, and seniors. From anxiety to depression to schizophrenia and many other conditions, including dementia, Mountains Behavioral Health tailors its services to the medical, emotional, and social needs of its patients. Mountains Behavioral Health, exceptional personalized mental health treatment to help you feel better and thrive. Close to home on the IRMC main campus.
During the historic snowstorm, a customer called from a snowbank, and 2 hours later, they were driving a new Ford Ranger off of the lot at Luther Ford. It's what Indiana County's truck experts do best. Luther Ford just took in a huge shipment of the popular Ford Ranger and Maverick pickups alongside the ever-popular F-150. It's Truck Month. It's your choice. What will it be to navigate winter? Ford Rangers, Mavericks, and F-150, all available with the biggest selection you'll find at Luther Ford, Route 119 in Homer City, or shop 24/7 at lutherford.com.
It has been a total team effort for River Valley tonight. Conemaugh Township as well. Everybody out there is really pushing hard to make it to the KCAC for the championship of the Heritage Conference. Right now, River Valley with the advantage. 57.3 seconds to go. 48-42 lead. Max Perchetti on the line shooting 2 and hits his first. United has already defeated Marion Center 75-44, so the Lions will be there. Perchetti's second shot. And he has 18. 50-42, 55 seconds left. Stango launched the 3. Back of the iron, no. Chasing after the rebound, Reed comes up with it. Ahead for Mortimer, he's got Perchetti, but he doesn't want him. He'll bring it back out front. They'll try to kill some more clock. Slapped at, Mortimer is fouled. This will be either Stango or Dale. It's Stango. His fourth. Mortimer is 2 for 2. He's on the line. Hits his first. River Valley did not shoot a free throw in the first half. Mortimer hits this one. They are 11 for 11 in the second half. It's a 10-point lead, 52-42. Studer goes baseline for Dinyar. And Dinyar will spin it around and lay it in. River Valley played it smart, didn't foul. Timeout called by Conemaugh Township. 52-44 River Valley on Renda Digital TV.
Groundhog's Day over and over again? Same cold mornings, same old cars, same routine. This February, break the cycle. Forget your shadow and get to 5-star Mitsubishi Altoona for up to $12,000 off and available 0% APR up to 72 months. Plus, you get the best warranty on the planet and the best buying and ownership experience you'll ever have. 5-star Mitsubishi Altoona.
Doesn't get better than this.
52-44. River Valley with the lead over Conemaugh Township, this Heritage Conference semifinal for the right to play at the KCAC on Friday. 32 seconds away. Inbounds is to Perchetti. In the backcourt, they chase after him, and Stango wraps his arms around him. That will be 5 on Steven Stango. And Chuck Lesko says, Steve, it shouldn't have been you. So Stango's night will end He will finish with 8 points. And Bratz will come back on. Persetti's shooting 2. 4 for 4 on the night. And now 5 for 5, and River Valley 12 for 12. All in the second half. Here's another. 29.1 seconds to go. And Persetti softly knocks it in. 10-point lead. Grayson Studer for Conemaugh Township. From the elbow, the jumper. Can't get the roll. McClements crashes. The ball still free. McDowell comes up with it. And we've got a held ball. Possession arrow pointing to River Valley.
Possession goes to River Valley.
And Conemaugh Township, 14.9 seconds to go. They're still up there trying. Inbounds to Persetti. And Max in the backcourt. And timeout called by Rick Spallone. I think Rick is saying I didn't call timeout, but he got a timeout. I don't know if he did or not. 11.2 seconds left. And a timeout on the floor. You're watching Heritage Conference semifinal basketball on Renda Digital TV.
To be a sponsor of all student athletes in the area. For nearly 2 decades, Robindale has been cleaning up refuse coal piles that dot and scar the western Pennsylvania landscape. To reclimate and beautify these areas, Robindale believes deeply in safety, compliance, and community responsibility. If you would like to become a part of the Robindale team, you can contact them at 814-446-6700, extension 122, or see how Robindale can assist your business at robindale.com.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your local Erie agent is William G. Meckling Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 724-465-4261 or visit mecklinginsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
I'm Jay Blues. Hutton Blues.
Max Persetti in the backcourt for River Valley, dribbling out the final seconds of this basketball game. 3 seconds, 2, and the River Valley Panthers are on their way to the KCAC. They win this semifinal basketball game over Conemaugh Township. The final score, River Valley 54, Conemaugh Township 44. And our post-game show brought to you by 5-Star Mitsubishi. Up to $12,000, 0% APR for up to 72 months. All during the month of February. The semifinals are set. Chuck Glesko, very, very nice. His conversation with Max Persetti of the River Valley Panthers. And here come the fans rushing the floor. How about that? The road to the KCAC presented by First Commonwealth Bank. It'll be the Panthers and the United Lions at the KCAC on Friday night. Timeout now. You are watching Heritage Conference semifinal basketball on Renda Digital TV.
Blues. Hutton Blues Insurance is proud to support high school basketball.
I'm Shannon. We're excited to sponsor the Hutton Blues 3-for-3 promotion again this season.
Cheer on Indiana County boys and girls to make a lot of three-point shots this season.
For every three-pointer, we'll donate $3 to the Teddy Bear Fund Drive, up to $3,000.
So here's to a lot of made three-pointers and wins for our area teams.
And remember, for all of your insurance needs, think Hutton Blues Insurance in Indiana.
This Friday, don't miss it. This is Jody Rainey, president of the Heritage Conference, inviting you to the Heritage Conference Boys and Girls Basketball Championships presented by First Commonwealth Bank at the Kowalczyk Complex on the IUP campus in Indiana. Girls at 6 p.m., boys at 8 p.m. Tickets are now on sale. General admission for both games is only $5. Get them at the participating team schools or in advance or on game night at the First Commonwealth Bank box office at the KCAC. On behalf of the Heritage Conference, I thank you for your support.
Your home, car, business, and your life all need to be insured against loss. With so many companies, whom do you choose? Someone you know and trust, someone who will sit down with you to discuss your particular needs. That someone is Mark Cable of the Mark Cable Insurance Agency. Mark represents Erie Insurance, a company highly esteemed in the insurance industry. When was the last time you had a comprehensive insurance review? Call Mark Cable of the Mark Cable Insurance Agency, 2 locations, Salzburg and Blairsville.
Our postgame brought to you by 5-Star Mitsubishi. All through the month of February during their Groundhog Day sale. Up to $12,000, 0% APR for up to 72 months. Up to $12,000 off. As we bring you Heritage Conference semifinal basketball tonight. The final score, River Valley 54 and Conemaugh Township 44. The Panthers coming away with the win, avenging a loss earlier this season and earning the right to play against the United Lions in the Heritage Conference Road to the KCAC Championship night at the KCAC come Friday night, presented by First Commonwealth Bank. Let's look at the scoring in this basketball game. For River Valley, Max Perchetti, 14 points in the first half, 6 all from the free throw line in the second half. He finishes with 20 points. Jake Pinus had an interesting night. 12 points for Jake on 4 3-pointers, 2 in the first half, 2 in the second. Bryson McDowell had an 11-point night and a really important putback that he turned into a 3-point play. He finishes with 11. Nick Mortimer with 9, and 2 points on the night for Jeremy Reed. The River Valley total of 54, and the Panthers 7 3-pointers on the night and 13 for 13 from the free throw line, and that came all in the second half. For Conemaugh Township in this game, their leading scorer, Grayson Studer, he had 3 threes on the night, and Colin Dinyar finished with 13. 8 on the night for Steven Stango. Looked like Steven was ready to go off, but River Valley shut off his ability to get the pass. Eric McClemens, 4 all in the first quarter. Looked like he was going to be a difference maker in this game, and on the defensive end he was, but offensively they couldn't get Eric McClemens the basketball. And Carson Bratz with 2 points on the night for Conemaugh Township, making their total of 44. Turnovers, this was a really cleanly played game. Only 4 for Conemaugh Township and only 4 for River Valley. Pretty spectacular night handling the basketball for these two teams. 5 out of 8 from the free throw line for Conemaugh Township in this game. And as we said, 13 for 13 for River Valley, all of those coming in the second half. Coming up, Rick Spallone, the head coach of the Panthers, is going to join us here as we continue our post-game show, brought to you by 5-Star Mitsubishi on Renda Digital TV.
Treasure in Blairsville, a style of eating that's rare, and that's the diner experience. Dean's Diner on Route 22 captures the mood and atmosphere of the old-fashioned family-style eating of the off-road diner. Scrumptious home-style meals you remember growing up with, capped off with Dean's Diner's famous assortment of homemade pies. Why not stop in after the game? Open 24 hours, 7 days a week. Dean's Diner, Route 22, Blairsville, the classic diner eating experience.
Becoming a champion isn't defined by a single moment. It's a journey shaped by years of dedication on and off the court. Milk stands out as a nutrient-rich powerhouse loaded with protein, calcium, and essential vitamins, making it crucial for muscle recovery and building strength. Fuel your passion with milk, a natural sports drink. Drink milk, stay strong, and play hard. Cheers to the incredible benefits of milk and sports nutrition. A message from the Allied Milk producers.
Right in the middle of all the action. That's where Salzburg Shop and Save likes to be. As a small-town community grocer, Salzburg Shop and Save gets to know their customers by name and appreciates their business. Salzburg Shop and Save still offers weekly specials, coupons, gas perks, and prompt customer service. Best wishes to the River Valley Panthers from your hometown grocer, Salzburg Shop and Save.
treasure in Blairsville. A style of eating that's rare, and that's the diner experience. Dean's Diner on Route 22 captures the mood and atmosphere of the old-fashioned family-style eating of the off-road diner. Scrumptious home-style meals you remember growing up with, capped off with Dean's Diner's famous assortment of homemade pies. Why not stop in after the game? Open 24 hours, 7 days a week. Dean's Diner, Route 22, Blairsville, the classic diner eating experience.
Becoming a champion.
We're back at River Valley High School awaiting the arrival of Coach Rick Spallone of the River Valley Panthers. Hopefully we'll be able to get a couple of the guys up here as well as they continue to celebrate. Our postgame this evening brought to you by 5-Star Mitsubishi. During the month of February, get up to $12,000 off at 0% APR for up to 72 months at 5-Star Mitsubishi. Well, in this basketball game, the River Valley Panthers came out recalling, of course, that 67-36 loss a couple of months ago in December to this Conemaugh Township Indians team. But as we said before, and as we said this morning on Indiana in the Morning, this is a different River Valley Panthers team. They're much more well-rounded, and Coach has himself a nice rotation going. And so he's got the depth that he needs. And even at that, he played some guys with some fouls tonight, and they were able to stay in the game. Bryson McDowell in particular is a player who he didn't turn back the aggression at all in the ball game after he picked up his third foul. Bryson kept her going. He finished the night with 4 for River Valley, but did not foul out of the game, and that's an important distinction. Rick Spallone is coming across the floor right now, and we'll ask him once he gets up here if he can also send us some fellas.
Thank you.
As Coach puts the headset on for us here tonight. Our post game, once more, brought to you by 5-Star Mitsubishi. Rick Spallone here. Coach, when you're done, if you want to send a couple of the fellas up, we'd like to talk with them
absolutely.
as well.
Yep.
Congratulations, number one.
Thank you.
But a chance to play at the KCAC again, and I know you were in the locker room with the boys, and you said, guys, you earned every bit of this, because they sure did tonight.
Yes, they did. And that was the message. I think when we talked at Media Day, Todd, was, that these guys were. I'm a little emotional. I'm sorry. These guys were sophomores on the team that went up there a couple years ago, and they had a taste of it and what that's all about. And in the back of my mind, I always thought this team had some potential to do some special things, and it paid off. They played their hearts out tonight. They executed our game plan to a T. I could not be happier as far as what that game looked like. It's exactly how we wanted it to look. Outside of some turnovers, we shot the ball well. We rebounded our tails off. It might not look like it just because of the height that they have, but when we played them the first time, they crushed us on the board. So it was almost a 180 from the game we played in earlier December.
Well, that's where I wanted to start, was with the defensive effort.
Yes.
Because Colin Dinyar is so talented. He can go low, he can go outside. And Eric McClemens is going to always be a force on the board. You were able to keep him away from the ball, number one, but away from the glass, number two. You got a couple early. But still, Bryson worked so darn hard, and he did so with fouls.
Yes. Well, I think he had 2 in the first quarter. I asked assistant Coach Shannon, I said, what do we do?
And you decided to keep him there.
And we just, it was a chance that we were willing to take. I think if he gets his third, we're no different than if he's not on the floor, right? So it's just like you pull him aside and you say, hey, man, aggressively smart. And I don't think he got another foul till late in the midway through the fourth, maybe, if he even got a third one. I don't even know.
He ended with 4.
4. Well, there you go. That's how good of a coach I am. I don't even know how many fouls he had.
But I'll tell you what, after he picked up that 4, he went very aggressively at McClemens. It was either McClemens or Dinyar down there on the end to get an offensive rebound. And he went after him hard and got the basketball back for your team.
Yeah, and that was the goal. I think when we played him earlier in the year, we were so passive. I don't want to say we were scared. Timid, maybe. Our default mechanism was always kind of like chuck threes and play soft. And I told him, I said, guys, we got to go at these guys. They're big. They're physical, but we're big and we can be physical. And I think we flipped the script on them. I don't know if they were expecting us to play the way that we did. But I tell you what, those three, Jeremy, Jake Pinos, and Bryson McDowell, they worked their tails off tonight. I mean, I'm at a loss of words. I'm super proud of those, all five. I know Eric Dinger and Desmond Riley got some minutes. But for the most part, we rode those five guys, and the bench was into it, and the student section was awesome. I mean, this is great. This is what high school sports is all about. I mean, I loved every single second of this. We'll give her heck on Friday.
Max in that first half was a revelation.
Yes.
And Conemaugh Township really didn't have a defense for him. He had the head fake. He had the ball fake. He had the step through. He had everything working in that first half. It stopped working for him in the second half. They switched up to the zone. But Max, when the offense isn't there for you, you can always find a teammate to pass to. And they were so focused on him that he was finding open teammates. And he found Jake at just the right time.
Yep, yeah, and that's kind of the offensive game plan we have. It was very, very reminiscent of 2 years ago, right? We wanted to put their bigs in some high ball screens and see if we could take advantage of some situations. And Max did a great job there in the first half. And he's such a smart kid. Being a quarterback on the football team, he just sees things differently. And like you said, that second half, he got in the lane. He was under control. He found the kick out. We knocked down shots. And, that was the definition of a team win. Max is, our guy, but without the other four, carrying their weight, we probably don't win this game. 7
threes for your ball club tonight. Not a single free throw taken in the first half. And 13 for 13 in the second half.
That's, we shot a ton of free throws. We were on a stretch, Todd. I think we were shooting like 65% from the free throw line. And I was like, guys, this is unacceptable, especially in scenarios like this. I knew we were pretty good from the line tonight. I didn't realize that we didn't miss a free throw. Was that for the game or just the half?
For the game.
For the game.
And the half. You didn't take any shots in the first half.
So, kudos to my guys for locking in. I mean, they wanted this. I wanted it for them, but I told them I can't go out on the floor for you. I will bust my tail as a coach. I will coach you hard. We had a great weekend of practice. I'm hoping we have 3 more great practices, and we're going to get up to the KCAC Friday. United.
75-44 their win over Marion Center.
Okay, so big task. Big task.
It doesn't get any easier.
No, it definitely doesn't. They're a very talented team. Coach Rocky's a great coach. They can shoot the basketball. They're 21-0 now. They've won every single game by double digits. We played them okay up there. It got away from us. There was a little stretch in that game. But we'll put a game plan together. We'll go up to IUP Friday night, and we'll swing until we can't swing anymore.
That is a game, the matchups, the individual matchups in that game really intrigue me. You could almost look at a mirror and see these two ball teams.
Yes, yeah. If you look at Carter and Max and Ryan and Bryson and Connor and Jeremy and Jake and Dimitri, and then whatever United throws out with Burkett or McGinnis, with Nick Mortimer. So basically I just went through the whole entire starting 5 for each team. I feel like I've been coaching against those guys for 20 years, and I'm sure Matt might feel the same way about my guys. They're seasoned teams. There's a lot of seniors. Get on that big floor. 2 county schools. It should be electric.
Neighbors.
Yes. It's
just a short trip up 22.
They might have a shorter. No, we might have a shorter drive than them, so we got home court advantage. But no, it should be electric. I'm really, really looking forward to it. And like I said, we'll see what happens.
It's going to be a lot of fun. I think I told you as you came up here, maybe we'd get a player or two. I think they're all gone. They're out of the gym.
Well, we can do Bryson, Jake.
Well, let's see if we can't get them up. We'll take a break. We'll take a timeout. Coach, congratulations again, and thanks so much.
Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate
it. Rich Spallone, head coach of the River Valley Panthers. They come away with a victory, 54-44. We'll take a brief timeout. Our postgame brought to you by 5-Star Mitsubishi. You're watching Heritage Conference Semifinal Championship Basketball on Renda Digital TV.
RMC's Mountains Behavioral Health offers comprehensive mental health treatment with separate wings for adolescents, adults, and seniors. From anxiety to depression to schizophrenia and many other conditions, including dementia, Mountains Behavioral Health tailors its services to the medical, emotional, and social needs of its patients. Mountains Behavioral Health, exceptional personalized mental health treatment to help you feel better and thrive. Close to home on the IRMC main campus.
We're back at River Valley High School. Our postgame brought to you by 5-Star Mitsubishi. All through the month of February, get up to $12,000 off and up to 0% APR up to 72 months. 5-Star Mitsubishi, 54-44, the final River Valley over Conemaugh Township. Max Perchetti, Bryson McDowell with us today. And looking up there's Jake Pinus as well. What a game here tonight, Max. That first half. Well, let's just start with the defensive effort tonight, because that, I think, is where this ball game was actually won by you guys.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we were locked in all week. Jake watching film, Bryson watching film, I was watching film. We had our matchups. We were all ready to go. I mean, we weren't losing today. I mean, we were really locked in. Obviously, give all the glory to God, you know. We got John, Brady, big believers in Christ. We pray before every game. Got to give all the glory to him.
Absolutely, absolutely. Let's talk about you defending against. At times, you found yourself against McClemens, but generally chasing Stango around the floor. That's not an easy thing to do, is it?
No, absolutely not. I mean, I was switched up between him and number 2. They were both playing a really good game, especially number 2. He was knocking down some tough shots today. We weren't really ready for that at the beginning, but we had to adjust, and I thought we adjusted pretty well.
Well, you know, number 2, he's a quarterback. On
I know.
So the two of you getting it together. For you going back to the KCAC, for all of you guys and your team, it has to mean just the world to you, because you really had to fight this season to get to where you are.
Yeah, of course. Plus, I mean, these guys, we didn't play, and I obviously broke my arm, so I didn't get to play either. So, I mean, we're just really excited for the opportunity.
And it's the United Lions next door, huh?
Yeah. I mean, that's who we want. We want to play them because, I mean, who doesn't want to play the best team for the championship?
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on the effort tonight and the win for River Valley. Go ahead and hand your headset off to whomever it is that you want. There's Bryson. All right, so you have to tell me about this fourth foul. You're coming away from the basket. Yeah. You've just scored a big basket, and here you go down the floor, or they've just scored, or I can't remember the scenario, but I know that it was your advantage. Yeah. And then all of a sudden I look up, and they got a guy down on the floor, and you've got a fourth foul.
Yeah, no, it was just like the energy. It was all ecstatic, and, you know, I wasn't really thinking it through. I was trotting backwards. I turned around. He was right there, fell to the floor, and, you know, the energy and, like, the atmosphere just kind of got to me, you know.
Talk about the three-point play, because that came when you had 3 fouls.
Yeah.
And you actually they actually had the ball in their hands, and you got in there very aggressively with those fouls. It didn't seem like you were concerned about that at all. You wanted the ball.
Oh, yeah, no, 100%. You know, I thank these guys, and I give the glory to God for how we played today, and I think it was a big group effort. And, you know, I love playing post. I didn't really do it a whole lot in the beginning of the season, but the more we practice, I changed it up a little bit and improved from there.
Go against a 6'8" guy, and then Dinyar's 6'4". The two of them are in there, and they're little guys. They were getting after it.
Oh, yeah.
That's not an easy thing, playing in the paint against that guy.
He's really big. He goes after every single ball. Good props to him. He had a great game.
Yeah. Well, so did you, and so did the rest of your teams. Getting back to the KCAC, you had a taste of that atmosphere a couple of years ago. Now you'll be out there on the floor against the United Lions. What's that mean to you?
It means everything, really. For the past 2 years, ever since we were there the first time, we were all hoping, you know, whenever we get older and it's our turn, we can do the same thing they did 2 years ago. Again, we give all the glory to God for everything that happened. We all played growing up together since elementary school, so it means a lot to all of us.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, congratulations on the win tonight. Let's talk to Jake a little bit. 4 threes on the night for Jake, and you hit 2 of them on 2 consecutive possessions there in the first half, and sort of kicked it in for River Valley at that point. And that, I know that had to feel great, but at the same time, I have to start with you, just as with everybody else, on the defensive end and the effort that you had to put in tonight against a team that is very aggressive and very accomplished.
Mm-hmm. Like they said, I like to give all glory to God. And I knew my role like about a week ago that I was going to get their best guy. And Coach said it to me. So I've just been watching film for the whole week and preparing for him.
He is a very fluid ball player. He's great on the dribble penetration. He can hit it from the outside. You have to defend him all over the floor, don't you?
Oh, yeah, he's a three-way scorer and definitely one of the best athletes in the Heritage, so I knew I was in for a tough task.
All right, so let's talk about the offensive end. It's not just the fact that you hit 4 threes in this basketball game tonight, and the one over there in the second half when the team was scrapping a little bit, and I think Max found you over there on that pass. That was really big. But the pass game tonight, just as it has been, I think, for the last month or so, the pass game was really spectacular tonight. You guys were finding each other.
Yeah, I think that was our big problem last year is we didn't pass enough and a little bit selfish, but now we pass a lot. And you saw in the fourth quarter we were able to run so much time off the clock, just stalling. And, yeah, Max obviously is feeding me, finding me, and I won't be able to make those threes without him passing me the ball. So it's a team effort.
Taking the air out of the ball as you did, I can recall when it was Rick Spallone out there for the Salzburg Trojans running around on that floor doing the exact same thing. Johnny Nepsha was the official tonight. I can recall him doing the exact same thing. When you have a teammate like that who can handle the basketball as Max can, and you guys are setting the screens and making the cuts and putting that all together, it's pretty spectacular to watch. It's pretty nerve-wracking too, though, isn't it?
Yeah, and our coach said earlier this week he wouldn't trade any of our guys for anybody else in the Heritage, and I totally agree. We all play perfectly together and suit each other.
Yeah, and it's really something to see. So you got the United Lions coming up on Friday at the KCAC. I asked the other two what it meant to them. What about you?
It means a ton. Ever since 2 years ago when we won, we got a picture down there knowing that we can bring it back up there in our last 2 years. And to do it my last year means so much.
Yeah, well, it's been a pretty spectacular year for you so far on the golf course and now on the basketball floor. Gee, spring sports coming up. What else can you do?
I don't think I'm going to do any spring sports. I think I'm done. So
you're just going to focus on Friday night right now,
enjoy
correct?
These last couple weeks.
There you go. All right, District 6 basketball playoffs, they're coming down the road a little bit. You've got a job to do at the KCAC on Friday. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, so the River Valley Panthers come away with the win. Gentlemen, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Have a great week of practice because you've got a task before you against the United Lions. 54-44 is the final here tonight, and River Valley comes away with a win over Conemaugh Township, and the Panthers will play the United Lions for the Heritage Conference Championship. Going to come back, wrap this one up in just a moment. Our postgame brought to you by 5-Star Mitsubishi. You're watching Heritage Conference Championship basketball on Renda Digital TV.
RMC's Mountains Behavioral Health offers comprehensive mental health treatment with separate wings for adolescents, adults, and seniors. From anxiety to depression to schizophrenia and many other conditions, including dementia, Mountains Behavioral Health tailors its services to the medical, emotional, and social needs of its patients. Mountains Behavioral Health, exceptional personalized mental health treatment to help you feel better and thrive. Close to home on the IRMC main campus.
During the historic snowstorm, a customer called from a snowbank, and 2 hours later, they were driving a new Ford Ranger off of the lot at Luther Ford. It's what Indiana County's truck experts do best. Luther Ford just took in a huge shipment of the popular Ford Ranger and Maverick pickups alongside the ever-popular F-150. It's Truck Month. It's your choice. What will it be to navigate winter? Ford Rangers, Mavericks, and F-150, all available with the biggest selection you'll find at Luther Ford, Route 119 in Homer City, or shop 24/7 at lutherford.com.
Our final score tonight, 54-44, River Valley defeating Conemaugh Township. It will be the Panthers taking on the United Lions for the Heritage Conference Championship on Friday night. The KCAC, the road to the KCAC presented by First Commonwealth Bank. Time to be first. Tomorrow night, we've got more semifinal basketball action for you on the girls' side on Renda Digital TV. First, it will be, at the same time, actually, the Heritage Conference West number 1 team, Penns Manor, taking on the number 2 team from the East, Cambria Heights. And the number 1 team from the East, the United Lions, taking on the number 2 team from the West, the Marion Center Stingers. All of that action getting underway 6:45 tomorrow. And we thank you for joining us here tonight. And Nathan and Ted have been our production crew here on Renda Digital TV. And I'm Todd, and we're back on Friday. Actually, we're back tomorrow night on Renda Digital TV. Thanks for joining us tonight, and have a great night.